Hi everyone, so today we will be discussing about chapter 3, demand and supply. Imagine walking into a store only to see the price of your favorite product has doubled. What causes such changes? The answer lies in demand and supply. These two forces dictate the availability of goods, the prices we pay, and the decision business make. What is demand? Demand refers to how much of a good or service consumers are willing and able to buy at various prices. It is influenced by factors like income, preferences, and the prices of related goods. The law of demand states that as price rise, the quantity demanded decrease, and vice versa. Supply, on the other hand, refers to how much producers are willing to sell at different prices. The law of supply states that as price rise, producers are willing to supply more. These forces interact in the market to determine equilibrium prices and quantities.
Now I'm going to talk about how the demand for different products changed during the pandemic. We will look at 5 main areas where this change happened. At the start of the pandemic, people rushed to buy necessity like masks, hand sanitizer, and food that lasts a long time. This caused a big increase in demand, shifting the demand curve to the right. Many essential goods like toilet paper and medical supplies became scarce and price went up because of the panic buying. This shows how fear and uncertainty can lead to shortage and price hikes. On the other hand, things that were not considered essential saw less demand. Industries like travel, tourism, and dining out were hit hard. For example, air travel dropped by over 70% in 2020, and many companies lost a lot of money. This is a clear example of how the demand curve shifted to the left for non-essential goods and services. The pandemic also changed for what people want to buy. Health concern made people buy more hygiene products, immune booster, and home fitness equipment instead of luxury items. With everyone staying at home, more people sign up for streaming service and home entertainment. This showed that people's preference shift based on the health and safety concern. Change in income also affected what people bought. With job losses and less income, demand for expensive goods like electronic and luxury items went down. At the same time, demand for cheaper items like instant noodle went up as people look for ways to save their money. When many people have less money, they focus more on basic and affordable items. Lastly, many people expected price to go up in the future, which influenced their buying decision. Some people stocked up on food and the other goods, thinking there would be shortage and price higher in future. This led to even more demand, making shortage worse. This shows how people fears about the future can cause them act in a way that increase demand. Thank you.
Next, I would like to discuss about COVID-19 and supply chain challenges. The COVID-19 pandemic caused widespread disruption to supply chains across the world. Several key challenges impacted the availability of goods and services, leading to significant changes in the supply curve. First of all, labor shortage. Due to illness and social distancing, many factories, farm and logistic companies faced reduced workforce availability. This resulted in a leftward shift in the supply curve, meaning less was produced at every price level. For an example, agricultural production in some regions dropped significantly because seasonal workers were not available to help with planting and harvesting. This reduces food supplies and increases price. Second one, logistical disruption. In addition to labor shortages, global supply chains face logistical bottlenecks. Border closure, shipping delays, and container shortage slow the movement of goods. For instance, essential items like ventilators and oxygen tanks were delayed, exacerbating healthcare crises worldwide. This disruption made it harder to meet the surging demand for medical supplies. Third one, technological advances. Despite these challenges, technology played a crucial role in increasing supplies during the pandemic. A notable example is the rapid development and scaling of mRNA vaccine. Innovations in biotechnology helped shift the supply curve rightward, allowing the world to meet critical demand for vaccines, demonstrating how technology can increase supply even in crisis situations.
Hello everyone, so today I'm going to talk about the market equilibrium during the pandemic. So in economics, market equilibrium occurs when the quantity demanded equals the quantity supply. However, the pandemic caused significant imbalance in market, leading to both shortage and surplus. So today I'm going to talk about the shortage. High demand for certain products like masks and hand sanitizers combined with limited production capacity created widespread shortage and the price spike. For example, masks became scarce in the early month of the pandemic, leading to increased prices and global effort to ramp up production. So the second one, I'm going to talk about the surplus. On the other hand, industry like oil saw demand collapse, creating surplus and price crashes. With travel bans and lockdowns reducing the need for fuel, the demand for oil plummeted. In April 2020, oil prices actually turned negative for the first time in history, highlighting the extreme disequilibrium in that market. Dynamic adjustment that they did over time as supply chains adapted and production ramped up, market began moving back towards equilibrium. For example, mass production increased significantly by late 2020, helping to stabilize prices and availability. So the lessons from the pandemic also offer important lessons for businesses and policy makers about how to build more resilient markets. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is resilient in supply chain. The pandemic highlighted the importance of diversity supplier and maintaining safety stock to reduce the risk of future disruption. Many businesses are now rethinking their supply chain strategies to become more resilient. So the second thing is the role of technology. The technological advancement, particularly in automation, logistics and healthcare, were critical in overcoming supply constraint during the pandemic. That's all from me. Thank you.